Yes, guys, welcome back to Grassroots to Greatness. This is going to be episode 2. We're going to play some first fixtures of the save. Definitely look to play this Dartford game. Maybe probably just finish off this month of December and get into January, and we'll see how it goes. One thing to note is we've got an excellent youth intake preview. It doesn't happen until 101 days. However, looking here, we've got some high chances of good fullbacks, goalkeepers, and centre backs. Hopefully bolster the defence. Some good players here may help us save a bit of money or just general wages and not need to sign other players in January. One thing to note, if you remember from last episode, we looked at the staff and there was very lackluster amount. And so I've decided to offer loads of contracts to some staff to bring some more in. The first is now accepted, Matthew McDonald. He is a scout and he's just the first of many. We're heading into the first game here in charge for Dulwich Hamlet. We're facing Dartford, I believe, at home. This is how we're going to line up in the 4-2-3-1 formation I showed last episode. And I mean, yeah, take a look if you want. If not, let's go. So here we are. The first game is heading off. Here we are with the first highlight of the game. It's a Dartford throw-in. It's actually going a bit quicker. We might slow this down. They whip it in. Winter gets it away, but only as far as Carruthers. Carruthers whips it in now. They've still got the ball here. We can't get it back. Dartford shoot, and it's over the bar. Here we go now with the Dartford keeper Henley with the ball. He distributes it up and far up the pitch. Okonkwo wins the header, but straight to the winger of Carruthers. Odu now with a brilliant ball over. Breaks the man. He 1-on-1 and he scores. Eddie Desane to put Dartford 1-0 up, and this is not an ideal start to the save. If we look here, it's just a brilliant ball, but the defender's caught lacking. And Okonkwo misses the header, and it's just a good touch through. Five's too slow, and he beats the keeper. Looks like there's a highlight off kickoff, and we just kick it straight out for a throw-in. What is going on? Dartford look pretty comfortable with the ball here now. They put it over the top again. Defender misses it, and it's in, and it's a goal. Straight off the kickoff, they win it back, and they score. Disaster for Dulwich Hamlet. It's a good ball in, but number 5 again caught lacking, misses the header, and it's just through for Desane, who puts it in the middle for Dan Smith. Ball misses the ball, and oh dear, things need to turn around. Looking at the match stats, it's been pretty even, but watching the highlights, Dartford's been all over us, and they have another free kick here. We're going to change from a cautious into a positive style of play. Dartford now with the ball at the back, passing round. Can only find as much as the midfield of Dulwich Hamlet. We win it back now, just passing around the back. Winter with the ball here, driving into the space. Looks for the ball over to Mills. He's on his head, oh, and it's just over the bar. It's a good effort, showing we can get those opportunities, but we need to take them. Just before the half here now, we have another opportunity. Winter takes the throw in, finds Micro. It's a brilliant ball into Jeffrey on his head, and he just goes wide of the goal. We've had multiple good opportunities here, but we just can't capitalise. And yet another one here, another throw now. Jeffrey looks to go inside, driving the ball inside. In a position, can he shoot? No, he finds Clunis. Payne now, he shoots! What a goal that would have been. We're at the half, 2-0 down to Dartford. They've got the XG on us, but the overall shots, they've just been more clinical, really. And so we're disappointed. Some people seem motivated. We're just going to go straight into the second half. Hope things can turn around. We take kickoff here, and it is a highlight off the bounce. Something's got to change here if we want to pick up some points. They've got a throw in their defensive half here. Can only find as much as Clunis. Gets it to Micro. Nice step there, bit of skill. And just some nice, cool, calm passing here now with the defenders. She finds Jeffrey in a dangerous position. He drives into the box. Finds Mills, he shoots, but only as far as the defender. I'm going to look to make some substitutions soon here, but Winter now has the ball. Can he find Mills in the middle? No, he can't. Now Dartford look to have a counter-attack here. Smith, and it's a brilliant challenge from Mills to win it back. Clunis here on this right side, driving into space, whips it in. Can he find anyone? Straight to the defenders, but Jeffrey picks it up again. It's a nice ball in. And Micro just misses the header. Here in the 60th minute, being 2-0 down, I'm going to look to make some substitutions. So the substitutions I look to make here, we're going to bring Danny Mills off for Uza Gray. The young 20-year-old is going to get an opportunity with that 13 finishing and good acceleration and not brilliant pace, but hopefully he can be a difference. Clunis also moves into the middle here. Micro comes off, gives an opportunity for Wanda Dio on this right-hand side to come on. The 33-year-old looks fast. Got some nice dribbling. Hopefully he can be a difference. Substitutions come on now. 25 minutes to go. We have the ball. Some nice passing here. Can we look to advance up the pitch? Clunis on this inside position. Can't find anyone. Sheaf now with the ball. He looks to go play Uzo Gray in forward. He beats the keeper around and he shoots and he scores. The substitution makes an instant impact just minutes onto the pitch. That's his pace. That's his finishing. Can we get another one to get a point? As we see, it's a brilliant ball from Sheaf. A great run from Uzo Gray, who taps it around the keeper, and it's a cool, calm finish into the back of the net. We're halfway there for a point. It appears to be in the second half we've been all over them, but we just can't recover from the first half mistakes. Missed opportunities has led to us being 2-1 down. They're sort of just passing around as we win it back. Chambers now. Uzo Gray dropping really deep. Clunis finds Gray, he finds Payne. Payne can find Jeffrey here in a shooting position. He shoots and it's a brilliant goal from Anthony Jeffrey from the edge of the box. What a goal that is. Driven into the bottom corner. Beats the keeper through the defence. Take a bow. We watch it here. Payne now with a beautiful pass to Jeffrey. Miles of space here to just cut inside and shoot. And it's a good finish past Henley. But you've got to be asking the keeper, should he have been saving that? If we can hold off now, it would be a good result after a 2-0 down. And that is it. The full-time whistle ends 2-2. Not a too bad result, especially as we're sat 2-0 down at one point. If we look here, we moved down to 13th and Dartford actually sit in 9th on a 6 points ahead of us. It's a pretty decent result. However, if we played like we did in the second half the whole game, we would have won easily a 4 or 5-0 victory. All the staff have now joined the club. I signed a head physio, 2 scouts, a chief scout, a head of youth development, a coach and a head performance analyst. Hopefully this just really fills out the club and helps us push forward to the next level. Ex-Norwich youngster Joe Duffy joins the club on a 2-week trial. The 21-year-old goes without a club and looks for a new one. The scouts have recommended him highly and rated him an A- signing. Canvey Island's up next in a home fixture in the league. It's the same starting 11 except Uzo Gray starts over Mills after that brilliant performance. Just for the record, we sit in 13th place before this game and Canvey Island sit in dead last in 22nd. However, we only sit 8 points above them and it's still going to be a possible tough fixture. As we kick off here at home, Jeffrey finds himself on the left side and we look to have a promising start until we lose the ball. We have an early attacking threat here down this left side. Can she find a cross? Finds Payne now, drives in into the box, shoots straight into the hands of the goalie. Green now distributes high and wide, finds only Sheaf, and it's a brilliant touch. It may be too early to say, just 15 minutes in, but we look to be dominating this game with not a single shot conceded. Sheaf finds himself on this left-hand side with a throw, and again, can he find Jeffrey? He can. Sheaf now looks to whip it in, finds Clunis on his head. It's a bit over the bar, that one. Although the opportunities are coming and the game looks promising, hopefully we can pick up 3 points here today and push it higher up the table. Conqueror wins the header now and Payne brings it down. Winter on his right side looking to go forward. Clunis now with a brilliant ball through to Micro. Can he shoot or can he pass? He finds Uzo Gray and it's a goal for him. It's 2-2. The young striker looks to be the difference and he puts Dulwich Hamlet 1-0 up just before the half. If you look here, Clunis turns his man. It's a brilliant pass through to Micro. Micro can just slip it all the way through. And it's a nice little pass through to Uzo Gray on his head. And the keeper is nowhere to be seen. Well, maybe he's there, but wasn't saving that one. Just before the break, actually, Canvey Island look to have the ball here, passing round, looking for something up the pitch. Dunn now finds a beautiful ball through to Mavadidi. 1-on-1, but ball just picks it up. And there it is, half-time. We look to be all over them with 14 shots compared to their 2, with the next highlight being in the 75th minute. We're currently passing around the back until a nice ball finds Uzo Gray, who can't find anyone with the header. Jeffrey wins it back and its headers back and forth until Payne finds it, goes down. Not a foul. Mavadidi now bursting forward. Beats one defender. Can he find Moy? Shoots from range. And it's off target, but ball collects it safely. Ball now chooses to go long. Can't find Micro. We lose the ball. Give it away to Canvey Island. It's Mavadidi again. Looks to find Remy, but it's a brilliant interception by Sheaf. Can we look for the counter-attack with Uzo Gray here with the ball now? It's a nice ball round into Clunis. Can he find Uzo Gray? Straight into the hands of the keeper. But Gray was there waiting. Distributed now. Falls to Canvey Island once again. J-Lags looks for Mavididi, but Chambers, the defence, is doing a really solid job here of getting the ball away. Jeffrey looks to find Sheaf. Sheaf bursting down this left-hand side, beats one man, passes another. And again, amounts to nothing. Although Payne here with a corner in the 80th minute. He whips it in, finds Chambers, and it's over the bar. Team showing a lot of promise going forward and very defensively solid, hoping we can push this into further games in the season. We look to hold off this game with just 2 minutes added time, except there is a highlight with just 1 minute to go. Jeffrey now in this middle side. Nothing silly now, boys. He's giving it away stupidly, except Micro picks it up. Clunis now on this right-hand side. Can he find Micro? Yes, he can. Micro looks to seal the deal. Finds Clunis now. Can he find a man in the middle? Payne! And it's a goal. Alfie Payne, the star midfielder, star player of this team, sticks it in the back of the net to seal the deal just before the end of the game. You can see here Micro, really nice, down to find Clunis, and Clunis just holding up play until Payne makes that run inside the box, straight to his left foot and in the goal. Green's at the other side, can't make it in time. 2-0 Dulwich Hamlet. That looks to have secured the 3 points for us here. Going into the final seconds of the game, we've shown a very dominant performance with 21 shots and 2 expected goals. Very happy with that one. It's been a brilliant month for December overall for the club, and since we've started as manager, a nice 2-2 draw to Dartford after being 2-0 down, and 2-0 win against Canvey Island, with Uza Gray being the main man in both games. Those 4 points helped us move up to 12th and look to push forward higher up the table. 18 games remain and we sit only 7 points off the playoffs, still very possible. However, we do only sit 4 points above the relegation zone and there's still a threat of relegation. After the 2 games played today being both positive results, I think I'm going to come back at some point mid-January, possibly for this Charleston Athletic and Potters Barn game. However, it may even be after that into February for the Velocity Cup to help try and win it as the board judges it. We look to make a few signings in January, although by the looks of it, this team seems very strong enough to get promotion. So between this episode and the next, I'm going to at least sim a few games, at least into probably the 10th of January, so at least 3 games will be played. If you've got any signing suggestions or any suggestions for anything or anything that you think I've done wrong, put it down in the comments below. This has been Grassroots to Greatness, episode 2. Thank you very much. Ciao, ciao.